Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. For the new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. For the viewers, thank you for clicking this video. So in today's video guys, I'm going to be breaking down how to do your technical analysis, right, using the ICC concepts, guys. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down NAS 100 and also gold, breakdown for the ICC concepts. Now guys, when it comes to the ICC concepts, right, this particular strategy was not created by me. Of course, it was created by a guy named Tadarius Adams, I think. Yes, Tadarius Adams. And he goes by Trades by Side. But essentially guys, I basically used his strategy to pass my 20k funded challenge with my forex funds, right? So I've been using the strategy. I kind of dwindled a little bit, but I'm back. But yeah guys, let me show you guys exactly how to use the strategy. The first step guys is to be in the 1 hour time frame, right? The 1 hour time frame is your moral compass, right? Forget about the 4 hour time frame, what the 4 hour time frame is telling you. Forget what the daily is telling you. Forget what the weekly is telling you. For now guys, lock into your 1 hour time frame chart right now. So that's the first step. Now the second step is to now then identify the trend, the previous trend and then the current trend, right? So in the 1 hour time frame, right, the previous trend based on this, right? So if I reset my charts, right, it was basically going up, right? It was going up, creating higher highs and higher lows, and then all of a sudden it's created this low, created this high, then this high now broke past below this low or these two lows here, right? So some people might think that you're going to wait for this low to be broken for us to consider it a break of structure in the 1 hour time frame. You're not wrong, right? You can choose either way, but for me personally, I picked this particular low here, right? So this low was broken, right? Notice how in the 1 hour time frame it was not breaking lows. It literally was not breaking lows. You feel me? Like, yes, there were some fake outs here, but like, even when you had this fake outs where it broke this low, indicates like a change in trend, and then the next like 4 or 5 hours it now broke the previous trend, right? It still maintained those lows all the way up until here all of a sudden where it now broke this low, right? So that's the first step. So the first step is we have now figured out the previous trend, which was sell, and which was buy, and then now the current trend is now sells, right? So now when it comes to marking out your charts, you focus on either the lows when it comes to a downtrend or the highs when it comes to an uptrend. So what I mean by this is, when price broke this previous low here, right? When price broke this previous low here, let me do this real quick. So when price broke this previous low here, right? This was the previous low. This is where you now mark your first box. So I usually use like, the big box from the body to the end of the wick. So like this, and just extend it out like this. So essentially we are doing this for basically for our entry, and then to see if price is actually following a trend, right? Because again, a downtrend is consists of higher highs and higher lows. So we are looking for this higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Sorry, no, what am I saying? Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, right? So lower lows, lower highs. So as you can see guys, this is literally going down. Even though it had all this like movement and stuff, it still went down, right? So basically guys, you mark the lows. As you can see guys, the lows is basically from the body to the wick. Very simple. As you can see, price now created this low here, and then I bought back up here again. So you now mark this low as the low, extend it down, right? So essentially guys, like, we are basically following the chart. So I'm going to come back to this. So we're just basically following the charts right now. So as you can see, this low created this high, came back again, created this low again. This body close was lower than this low, and then it now created this big wick, right? So you create this big wick right here. So as you can see, these are characteristics of a downtrend, right? So same thing came after it created this low, bought back up, now sold again to now create this low again, right? Boom. And then I from there created this low, and then you now bought back up, and we are looking to now go back down again. Now guys, the essence of us creating these lows, right, is for us to mark where our entry is going to be. So essentially guys, right, not just our entry, but also where our destination is going to be, right? So because at the end of the day guys, when price created this low here, this was the first low it broke, then this was the first low it created to initiate the downtrend. Now for us to now say, okay, it's actually a downtrend, it has to now keep creating the downward structure, right? Now it's created this first low, now retraced. Now if you were to look for your entry guys, you would literally have to skip all this until price now went below this box here before you now think of selling, and then you're selling to the end of the indication. Or if you want to keep holding, you could hold, right? But in this case here, if you held here, you would probably, maybe if you risk like 38 pips here and then you held, you probably be up like 2% before you now get stopped out with this particular trade. But the essence guys is, hopefully you're preserving your account and you're putting your stop loss to break even and stuff like that, or to 1% or whatever. But the point is guys, you're marking the lows when it comes to an uptrend, right? So in this case here, NAS 100 is currently selling, right? So basically what this means is guys, if I want to take my next sell, it has to be below these lows that are marked, these gray boxes. So below them, not above them, below them, right? So I can't take a trade right now, no, right? It has to be below this box here, this gray box. And not just below this gray box, it has to be below the gray box and also in New York session, right? So let's say, let me add my sessions table real quick by JRFX Addict, right? And then just set this to New York session only. Boom. So notice how like the moves were happening. So for example, this move here happened. You probably will not have caught this move on Friday. You will not have caught this move, right? Cool. Now the move you probably have caught will probably be this move right here. This move you probably have caught, right? And this was on Wednesday. You feel me? So this move you probably have caught this move on Wednesday. You probably have you will not catch any move. So the only move that you have probably caught this week is probably a Wednesday move. And I'm actually going to do this real quick too. So notice how, so this yellow box just represents the start of the new week and then the end of the new week, right? So this whole box, from this box here, from the yellow box to the end of this yellow box here, is all 1 week. So literally guys, the only move you probably have made here is literally just this move. Literally just this move. Literally, man. Because in session here, right, price retraced up, right? And then in this red box here, price now gave you that solid move that you're looking for. But this is basically, how you, do your technical analysis and things like that, right? So again, guys, this is basically why you should even be trading like one pair, because even this pair gave you a really good move. Like how many pips was this, man? Solid move, bro. Like 188, right? 181. So if you are risking 30 pips or 35 pips, you are probably eating well. But like this is just one move, right? So this like, and this one move, what if you held throughout this move, right? But the point is, guys, like, it's all about indication correction, man. Like it's all about catching the trend. So in this case, guys, price could easily be doing this. Maybe price could literally be doing this for the rest of the whole week, and that's okay. You feel me? But when price now starts to, trend, that's when you now catch it. You have to be ready for that move, right? So in this case here, we are literally waiting for price to go below this area, which is a price 1,500. 1,000, no, what am I saying? Sorry, 15,298.4, right? Before we now think of selling, and that's basically what to do when it comes to technical analysis. Now, guys, literally, you're waiting for price to break. When it comes to now, before I end this video, when it comes to knowing when the trend is done, is when it now start breaking highs, right? So in this case, the highs here, me personally, I'm looking for this high here in terms of the body close. Now, guys, when price does this, when price closes below this high here, because this is the high that I choose in the 1 hour time frame for me to decide that price has changed trend. For you guys, you might think that this whole like structure here is like, a change of trend, and that is okay. You feel me? it might work for you, it might not work for you, right? And maybe, you know what I mean, like this is actually a move to now change the trend to now keep going up, and you might be right at the end of the day. But for me personally, I'll wait for price to break below to break above this and close, right, once, then the second time again, right? Because here, even though price created this, you know, this sell momentum here, we still have to wait for price to now close below this or go under this for us to now consider this like, you know, a change, like a change of trend type shit, right? Because if you notice here, right, price did this, but above this high, but then it broke the first time, but it didn't break the second time. So we're waiting for it to break the second time for us to determine, you know, that trend is actually, you know, the trend itself. So for this buy here, we'll wait for price to break twice, in the sense of indication, breaking the first time, body close, and then coming back to retrace, just like what it did here, to then you know, find itself above, you know, the previous high that was broken. In this case, below the previous low that was broken here, to then I'll sell, to then I'll buy, basically, and then, you know, continue the trend once and for all. So this is basically technical analysis using the ICC concept. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a nice night. Peace.